going, bro?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, yeah. I'm so sick of this love. Yeah, yeah. Who are you to judge? Yeah, yeah. I'm not trying to make a fuss. Yeah, yeah.
I love CRTV. Subscribe to CRTV.
Subscribe COTV.
Hey man, I don't know what the fuck you doing, but you better subscribe to CTV. You know what I'm saying? I had to get on my friend Ocean.
Subscribe to COTV.
Or die.
Or die, bitch.
Don't die tonight if you don't
Subscribe to CRTV. Go fuck with them. You ain't know. You ain't know.
Yeah.
Subscribe to CRTV.
What I'm gonna do is we gonna start it like this. You ready? All right, dig this. Hello, CRTV.
What's poppin',
Now,
CR?
here we got a very special guest for the occasion, had to come through. Usually I don't do intros like this, but we're going to start it like this. What is your real name? It doesn't matter what name you can give me, bro. It could be a fake name. Be whatever name you want, bro. So, what is your real name?
Brody the sex god.
All right, Brody, the sex god. Now, we're here for the interview. And here's how we're going to go, man. Brody, the sex god. We're in this bitch. Whew, fighting. Anything can go happen. In this interview, whatever happens, happens. Now, for this first question, Brody, the sex guy, can you remember the first creative thing that you ever did? The first creative thing, man.
So, bro, like the first creative thing I ever did, bro, was with my homeboy Harley, right?
Yeah.
In middle school. This is what we did, man. We made a book called The Awakening. That's like the most creative thing, the first creative thing I ever done. The Awakening. It was a story about these people invading like the earth and shit. It was like inspired from some channel, bro.
Holy shit, that sounds epic, bro. Can you remember more details about the Awakening book or whatever, man?
Bro, like I remember the first time we came up with the idea. It was on Google Docs. It was like nothing crazy. We were doing chapter 1, and bro, every single period we had together, the teacher, the ELH teacher was like, you know what, bro? You guys could do your thing. And that's what we fucking did the whole class period, was just write this fucking book and grind it. But the second creative thing I ever done, bro, was making my first ever song. It was called Gay Swag Irony.
Now, if y'all don't know, that is a throwback. Now, listen, a lot of you may not know, Brody, but go into more detail about Gay Swag Irony, man.
So, bro, Gay Swag Irony, GSI, was a community on Instagram, right? Was on the internet. But the memes are now popping out like crazy. Like, they're getting more popular now. But, bro, it was a community ran by these guys.
Let me pause you. I think those memes, right? I think they died, but like they used to be very popular. I know what you're talking about, though, for sure.
Yeah. And thank goodness gracious they died, because that was... I was so young, bro, and I got in the community, and this leader of the community, his name was Sansa's Hot, and he's friends with Jorge.mp4. And Jorge.mp4 blocked me, bro.
Dude, what? Why did he block you?
Bro, so basically my friend Ben, bro, he just keep creating GCs with me and Jorge thought I created that shit, and he fucking blocked me because he thought I was annoying. I was like, bro, like, Watch, bro. You're gonna know my name, and then to make him know my name, I made the song for the community called "Gay Swag Irony Anthem."
And yeah, and guess what, y'all? Y'all may not know this about me, but I remember when that dropped back then. If you were there to witness it, it was a wow, what a spectacle that was, man. Gay swag irony anthem. I'll play it like right here in the next 5 seconds. But yeah, bro, y'all should go check out his old music.
Bro, Gay Swag Irony, bro. It's not even on platforms anymore. I took it off, but when it was on platforms, it had like 40,000 like units sold, bro. It was crazy. And bro, it was fire as fuck. Like, I ain't gonna lie. But I took it down cuz I don't want to be known as a meme rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, never that.
And
You want to build
yeah.
yourself up, bro. Like a real artist in this bitch, you know.
Yeah, when I made that song, bro, I was like fucking 14 years old or 16.
Still
Some
made that
shit.
music work though. Shit. Gay swag irony anthem. And now leading into my next question, not being a meme rapper, not wanting to do this, not wanting to do that. Could you answer who is Boom FM? Who is Boom FM?
A radio station for your ears, like just like straight pure like raw music for your ears. It's a station of all different type of sounds cuz I don't only stick to one sound, I bounce around.
Hey,
So, whatever you need, I made it.
and he rhymed with that too, with that sound.
Yes, sir.
Real talk, man. That's a very good way of describing Boom FM. But do you have any other words besides, a radio station, or is that all? Is that all you got?
It's not really a radio station. It's just something you
Like
could tune into, bro,
tune
and
into in your
feel,
head.
yeah, feel the frequencies vibing inside of you, bro.
Damn.
And also the origin of Boom FM. Why is it called Boom FM? Is because I made my first artist name, or like when I first created a username for the internet, I was making a Fortnite account, and I was like, dude, I need to make a fire name. And so I just said the most random words I can think of, and I came out with Boomalungs. That's my IG, and I stuck with it. And then
Alright.
people started calling me Boom for short, and so
Boom.
I Boom FM type shit.
And another quick fun story about that, of how Boom FM really happened. I used to talk with, Brody back in the day, aka Mr. Boom FM himself. He had that
Real
Boom
talk.
Alone's username, and we used to like low key joke around with that name, like, oh, you booming on this, you booming on that, and
You're
talk
booming on
about
that forehead.
boom, like you booming on that dick right now. Yo, pause, but like we used to
What?
go crazy with them fucking jokes, man. But I said, yo, boom, what if your artist name, like I didn't tell him, like I had helped him a little bit, but what happened
Eh,
was I said, yo, what if your artist name was Boom FM?
And when I heard that, history was made. But like when I heard that, like I could see the visions in my head flying
For
past me
real, for
as
real.
as, as I'm just chilling, bro. I read it and I saw the visions, and I was like, hell yeah, appreciate you.
Knew that was the one. Knew it was the one. But look, now we're gonna get into my next question,
What's up,
and
man?
that is, how and when did you get into making music, Mr. Boom FM?
So, bro, I always wanted to make music as a little kid. I used to listen to Justin Bieber and sing onto his songs, and I was like, what really made it happen for me was 2020, listening to an album from 2019, Igor by Tyler the Creator. When I first listened to that shit, I didn't really like it, but the second time I listened to it, I heard all the music, I heard all the instruments, and I was like, holy shit, I want to make music like this. I don't make music like that now because I have different tastes now, but at the start, I was like, this is my inspiration.
You know, that's a very, very, very good album to start with. Igor, to be honest, that's one of the first albums I heard from like Tyler too. I'm not gonna sit here and say I was listening to Bastard, I was listening to this and that. Igor was the first Tyler album I heard. And then
Same.
I dug into his discography, bro. I went through Odd Future. I'm sure I know probably you did the same thing. I went through all that. I was not no poser. I said, yo, I started listening to Tyler 2019, man. That was 6 years ago too, man. That's a very good album to start.
Yeah, it all started for me like 5 years ago. But bro, Tyler and Kanye West and Xavier Sobeys is probably one of my biggest inspirations.
Nah. I was about to get into that too. Is who or what are some of your inspirations, and can you tell me about like more specifically about how they inspired you? You know, that was gonna be my
Uh,
next question.
Obviously Tyler, like
Yeah,
Igor, you know what I'm saying? Tyler, because he's such a good artist. He makes everything himself. Kanye, because I love his attitude. I love how he's so confident. And three, I would have to say Ozzy Osbourne, bro. The Prince
Ozzy
of
Osbourne.
Darkness. And fourth, I'd have to say Bill Ward from the Black Sabbath, the drummer. I play drums, so I understand like what he's doing, and it's like the craziest shit ever. And
Yeah,
fifth, I'd have to say Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd, very good list, man. And I don't know if you want to show them, but I might play a clip of you playing the drums. Y'all are gonna see a clip of Boom FM playing the drums and shit like that. You know what I mean? You know, he's really a artist, jack of all trades, true Renaissance man in the living moment right now. Y'all are gonna look back at this in a few years, and y'all gonna be like, "Oh, Victor was so right, man." CRTV first interview ever, man. He was so right. They're gonna look back to this in a few years, like they know what's gonna happen. They know what's coming, but here they are, still not tuning in. 2025. And we're about to get into this next and final question right here. Is
What's
where
up,
would you
man?
like to be in the next 5 years, Boom FM?
So that's a deep rooted question. I can yap about this as long as I can.
Go as long as
That-
you need to, bro.
So, bro, first of all, I just recently joined the U.S. Army, and I'm gonna be an American soldier. Actually, I know the creed a little bit. I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and member of a team. I serve the people of the United States and their values. But that's like all I
Memorize
know.
that shit, man.
Yeah, I
I
know. So
mean,
I'm
look,
about
in the
to.
future, he might not even be in the military when they see this, man. He's gonna be out by then, by the time y'all see
Oh,
this for sure.
oh
But like,
yeah.
keep
So
going on about that.
so yeah, I ship out soon, and my contract is 3 years. So hopefully I've done that, and I got a good like push in life. I'm gonna be a combat engineer, so I'll have some engineering experience. So if I don't want to do music or some shit, I'll just be a fucking engineer. But
For
I want
real.
to do music. But second, I want to fucking be a staple name in the underground or in music.
I'd
And number
say
three, what's up?
I say with the being a staple name, I'd say put it into music instead of the underground. Push it to beyond just the underground. Push to music in general because you can very well be mainstream, brother. And I know that for sure.
I mean, I just recently made an indie rock song called "Chasing Waves," and I think it's like the one of the best songs I ever made in my life. And I
Hell
think
yeah.
that probably fits better with my voice rather than rap. But we'll see where that goes. But number three. Right now, I'm currently making a movie. I can't really talk about it,
Can't say too much.
but hopefully, in the next 5 years, we'll have the movie going, like being filmed or hopefully released.
And if you guys ever hear about this movie, all I'm gonna say is you guys should listen to more Chief Keef. Keep it at that.
Exactly, bro. This movie, I think it could be a big shot. We still got to write this whole script, but we got the idea down, what's going to happen and everything. And I came up with the idea, and my friends are helping me with it. And they're obviously going to be making it with me too. Hopefully I can direct it, but I'm for sure be one of the writers. But
We know that, twin.
number 4, hopefully I would have found my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Very
And number
real.
number 5, I want to be as close as possible to God.
And listen, God is gonna make all that happen. Right now, the fact that you say that, you're already close with God. And the people of COTV, I don't know what religion you believe in. I don't know if you don't believe in God, if you do. But listen, God lives within all of us. And God has put us all here to serve a purpose. And it is your responsibility to figure out yourself what God has intended for you to do. And just do what you love. I'm going to keep it at that.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and thank you to Vic himself, Victory, for interviewing me, and
Yes,
thank
sir.
you to all the CRTV listeners, watchers. Thank you. Check out Ocean Thought Records Pimp Swag. It's coming out soon.
Soon, and just know we got shit on the way, man. Big plans for the future. I know y'all gonna come and see this in a few years, man. So y'all better tap in now. Well, we might just be your friend in the future. Might be hanging with the big shots and shit, man. Hey,
Yes, sir.
peace out, COTV. Check out this Boom FM song. I don't know which one it is, but it's gonna be.
See all these little phonies tryna ask for advice. There's a reason I don't fuck with bitches, they cut like knives. They just saying no reason to be nice. So they'll break your shit and that's the price. I'm like, what? I wanna believe it. Tear money, tear money, tear money. Bitch, you know I got girls. Bitch, you know I got girls. Tear money, tear money. Bitch, you know I got girls. Tear money, tear money. Bitch, you know I got girls. Swag, money, swag, money, swag.
CRTV back with it with a banger.